Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Love Ashe, back at you with another video. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. Give this video a thumbs up and leave your girl a comment down below. What's going on, you guys? Today, we're just going to be getting into another collective message, seeing what's the vibes, what's the tea, what's the overall energy, baby, what's going on in these spiritual streets. All right, so we're going to start off with this deck here, and this is going to show us which season. What season are you in right now? What season are you in right now? What season? Okay. So we have you are in the freedom season, breaking free from constraints and embracing independence. Okay. I'm going to pull one more. Okay. All right. Bottom of the deck says you are in the bridge season, focused on blending the lesson of two different seasons. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, it says you are in the student season, focused on learning, growing, and expanding your wisdom. You guys don't know, I did a video all about the channeled message that I got in regards to when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And when the teacher is ready, the student will appear. So this message might be specifically towards those of you who resonate with being in a season of your life where you are the student. Okay, so let's go ahead. And then we have here as well, it's saying you are in the bridge season. You're focused on blending two lessons from two different seasons. So a lot of you guys right now, you're in the bridge right now where you are not only in your freedom season, but you are in your student season as well. And there's lessons from the student season, as well as, hold on, y'all can't see that. Yeah, there's lessons from the student season as well as their lessons from your freedom season that they're wanting you to blend. Okay. And when I hear the word blend, I'm also hearing the word co-create. You're creating something. So you're in the season of, ooh, y'all look at that creation. Okay. Yeah, you're creating something. When I'm hearing blending, I'm hearing you're creating something right now. And in order to fully create this, not only do you need a little bit from the student season, you need to learn, you need to grow, you need to expand your wisdom, your knowledge and information, but also you need to break free from certain things. So let's go ahead and see, first of all, let's go ahead and see where you are in the student season, okay? You are in the student season, all right? So we have the 6th house coming out here, okay? Daily habits, work, physical health, and service. So as it relates to your student season, for a lot of you right now, you are learning how to have better habits, around your day-to-day life, focusing more on your physical health, focusing more on your work, your daily habits, okay? This is where you are currently in your student season. You're learning, you're growing. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Yeah, so you're in your student season where you are perfecting, you are learning in this area of your life, of the 6th house of daily habits, of work, of physical health and service. Okay. This is where you are currently, expanding your wisdom and your discipline as well. That's what I'm hearing as well. Okay. So a lot of you guys may be focused on your health. You may be focused on, getting organized, being consistent, being disciplined as it relates to your day-to-day life. This could be going to bed at a certain time. This could be waking up at a certain time. This could be waking up before work and taking care of a creative hobby or a project. This could be you learning how to protect your peace and your energy, setting boundaries with people in your life so that you can accomplish your dreams and your goals. I feel like you guys are breaking free from excuses, okay? Right now, the collective energy is there's no excuses. And I know sometimes that can be like a part of like toxic culture or whatever, but like what I'm hearing is like, you're breaking free from excuses. You're not blaming anybody but yourself with why you aren't where you want to be, and you're taking action towards the things that you know are what's going to get you to that next level on your journey. And that's why they're talking about you being in between these phases. Okay, you're in between the student season and you're in between the freedom season. Okay, but you're freeing yourself from excuses. Like, there's no excuse for me to not drink more water. There's no excuse for me not to, go for a walk. There's no excuse for me not to focus on myself. You're freeing yourself from these excuses, and you're setting boundaries at work. You're setting boundaries around your job. You're setting like, no, I can't stay late. I have to take this class or course. No, I can't stay late. I have to hit the gym. And I know that if I do that, I won't have the energy to do this, There's something that, you guys are pregnant with, okay, where you're giving birth to something. Not yet. You're currently pregnant with whatever this is, okay? This is some form of artistic expression or a creative project. So let's go ahead and see. You're in the freedom season. So you're breaking free from something. What area of life is this going to be for the collective? Bottom of the deck energy here is the 11th house, friendships, networks, groups, big dreams, visions. And this is so interesting because we are, in the energy still of this full moon in Aquarius, and Aquarius rules the 11th house, which is connected to these friendships and these groups and, the collective energy, So a lot of you guys are walking away from certain friendships and groups and, that doesn't align with this version of you that is emerging, this version of you that you are cultivating right now here with the student card here. I feel like a lot of you are in this weird space where you're figuring out who you are. You're learning who you are outside of, trauma and pain and, identifying as the victim. You guys are no longer identifying as the victim, but you are in a space where you're taking action. Okay, so let's see what we have. Yeah, 10th house. You're in the freedom season. In career, reputation, public image. These are long-term goals. I feel like the readings have been pretty much based upon this energy collectively right now, right? So you are in the student season of learning and growing and expanding, but you're also in this season where you're breaking free from these friendships, these relationships, these groups, that no longer have the same values and have the same vision as you. These certain people that don't share, they're not like-minded, right? And so you're breaking free, and it's causing you to have more independence because it says breaking free from constraints and embracing independence. And you're getting independence from this creative project or this creative endeavor within your career, your reputation, your public image, your 10th house area, your work. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's dive a bit deeper into this. I want to see what may be blocking you guys. Okay. What may be blocking you guys from fully blending the lessons from these seasons, What may be blocking you? What work do you need to do? What may be blocking you? All right. Because I feel, again, also what I just heard is the 6th house and the 10th house. The 6th house is your day-to-day routine, your habits, your work, your service to others, right? Your 10th house is your career, your reputation, So the 6th house is kind of, like other people in a sense, even though the 7th house represents other. But the 6th house is kind of like other people. Oh, okay. So the 6th house is representation in this reading of what you have to do every day to accomplish your 10th house career goals, right? So the 10th house is the end game, right? This is what you want. You want freedom financially through your career. You want freedom with your time. You want this freedom, this independence that you know that your career, your job, whatever you do, as far as long-term goals, that's what's going to give you this freedom. But Spirit is saying in order for you to, get to this season of freedom, you have to blend the lessons from your student season here. So this is a great time to focus on self-help books or, certain podcasts or information that's going to help you to get a schedule, a routine, something that's really going to work for you, setting boundaries, things that focus on physical health, or, things like that. They're going to really help you to get to 10th house, right? To expand your career, expand your public image, expand your long-term goals. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what could be blocking you. What's blocking you from blending these lessons, from doing the work in your 6th house daily habits work, from waking up early, from eating better, right? From staying consistent, from being disciplined? What's blocking you right now? Okay. So many cards. Okay. What's blocking you? All right. Let's see what we have here. Deceptive energies are at play. Trust your intuition and look beyond the surface. All right. I'm going to pull another card. But underneath the bottom of the deck, it says someone is trying to manipulate you. Trust your gut and keep your distance. So this could be with coworkers. This could be a romantic relationship. This could be anybody, right? There's definitely something going on that you're not privy to. All right. So we have here, it says harmful relationships are draining your energy. Yeah. Set boundaries and evaluate connections. Exactly what we're talking about here. This is what you're needing to do right now to blend the lessons from these 2 different seasons here. You're needing to evaluate your connection. This full moon in Aquarius is helping you to evaluate your relationships and your connections, your friendships, and to see if you guys share the same vision, and if you don't share the same vision, then you have to ask yourself, are you willing to keep building something with someone who doesn't have the same end goal in mind, the same friend group, the same business partnership, the same job? I feel like collectively, those of you who are really doing the work, the chosen ones, you are in a space where you're trying to level up your life. You don't have time to be pity whacking, okay? Playing around, okay? With the flip-floppy. You're not in this space where you're in victimhood anymore. You're ready to level up your life. And maybe at one point it was soothing, for you to be around certain people that you can relate to them, that they have, certain traumas that you guys share. But now you're not in that space. You don't identify with that anymore. You guys are not identifying as a victim anymore. And that's causing for some friction with the groups that you're a part of, and you're being asked to elevate beyond that. Okay, so what's blocking you is these harmful, draining relationships, and you're being asked to set these boundaries. I want to dive a bit deeper into that. So we have trust coming out here to clarify. Deceptive energies are at play. Trust your intuition and look beyond the surface. I just heard trust your dreams. Oh, okay. Okay. Somebody's taking advantage of your trust, and they're confident that they can manipulate you. Whoever this is, whatever this is, this could be a person, place, or thing. They're confident that they can manipulate you because they're used to manipulating you because they share the same wounds with you. Somebody else, I'm hearing that somebody has a copycat. Somebody wants to be you. They like to steal your creative ideas, your projects. And they are threatened, okay? This person is threatened by this next level that you're on because they're afraid that they're going to be exposed. They're afraid that they're going to be seen for who they are, which is a leech, which is a user, okay? And so they are really threatened by you leveling up. And so they want to manipulate your trust. They want to manipulate your trust. This person may also come across as someone who always tries to say that they're learning from you. You know, oh, I'm learning from you. Oh, you taught me this, or, you know, I'm really learning that, or you can do something and all of a sudden they're doing it, you know, and it may seem harmless, but your spiritual team is asking for you to reevaluate that. And, you know, this person is going to feel a pull on a pull away. You pulling your energy away from them, because again, I see that you're changing your, you're changing your daily habits. You know, you're changing your day-to-day life, your routine. You're getting busy, focused on yourself, focused on self-love. You know what I mean? And because you're trying to level up in your career, your reputation, your public image, you're focused on these long-term goals. You know what I mean? And you don't have as much time to listen to them or them trauma dump or spending time just in this space that you're not in anymore, in this victimhood. Let's see what else. So your spiritual team is asking for you to trust in your intuition and be very discerning. But I feel like I don't even, this is just confirmation. I feel like you guys you've already been doing that. What else? Yeah. Trust and flow. Yeah, flow, water, your intuition. Trust in your intuition at this time, okay? This person wants to knock you off of your flow, your balance. This person may interrupt your day-to-day life, your day-to-day routine. You may find it to where it's difficult, where there's these things that are interrupting your day-to-day, your routine, you know, to where you're having to, like, oh my God, I said I was going to wake up early and then this happened. Oh my God, I said that I was going to be looking for a job, another job, then this happened. I was going to work on my resume. I was going to work on my business. The attacks that you're going to experience now, they're going to be 6th house related. Because you're finally on the right track as far as some type of creative project, as far as your career, your reputation, your long-term goals. You're finally on the right track. And at one point, these friendships, these relationships and things, they were a distraction, one that you weren't privy to. But now, again, because you're no longer identifying with being a victim of your circumstances, you're seeing these relationship dynamics for what they are. And you're more focused on learning and growing. And I feel like these people who you are leaving behind, they're not elevating with you. Okay, they're not passionate about anything outside of identifying as a victim. One more card from this deck. Yeah, look at that. Stop. Your intuition is telling you to stop. Don't overshare. Okay, don't overshare with this person. Don't jump in to help them. Don't jump in to rescue this person, saving this person from themselves. We can't save people from themselves, y'all. We literally cannot save people from themselves. They're gonna want to, again, to stop, to cause a halt to you focusing on what you need to focus on. Okay, so again, this reading is not going to be long today. I want to go ahead and pull some messages from your ancestors, your spiritual team, on what they want you to do in regards to this. But you're definitely on the right path, okay? You are on the right path. I feel like just something clicked for you. Like a light bulb just went off for you and you're like, aha, that's exactly what I need to be focused on. This is what I need to do every day in order to reach this goal. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to stop doing. Like, you're very clear. You know exactly what you should and shouldn't be doing right now. So the attacks are going to be, like I said, your day-to-day life, people being annoying at work, you know, just having these daily setbacks. You know what I mean? Let's see. All right, what does your spiritual team want you to know? All right, so coming through here, spiritual bath will be great, okay? Take your spiritual bath. Stay on your spiritual baths, okay? To help to protect yourself from this energy. What else? That's why flow came out as well, too, y'all, okay? They're talking about the spiritual bath. What else do they want you to know? Okay. You're exhausted because your job doesn't match your assignment. Okay. You're exhausted because your job doesn't match your assignment. And again, that's why they want you to focus more on learning and growing and expanding your wisdom so that you can, 10th house, reputation, career, you can focus on doing something that's more in alignment with where you're supposed to be. Okay, one more card. And we have consistency is your protection. Consistency is your protection. I'm telling you guys, y'all not to be played with, okay? You're coming in strong, okay? And then we have evil eye underneath the bottom of the deck. And so this is just confirmation here. Stay consistent this week. Stay consistent with your spiritual baths. Stay consistent with your daily habits. Stay consistent with your physical health. Stay consistent with setting your boundaries. That's going to be the protection that you need. And we're just going to pull. Oh, my God. Okay. We're just going to pull from this deck here, just to see messages from the universe for this reading here. What do you need to know? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. And we're going to pull one more too, since we have two different seasons here. That card came out. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. So this card says, this new chapter in your life is going to require a new way of seeing things and a new way of seeing yourself. You can't continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding that you have had until now. Exactly. No matter what you face or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective. And that's the thing, y'all. Like what I was saying, you're seeing things from a higher perspective now. Okay. You're not seeing things through this trauma lens anymore. Okay. Oh my God, it's because, the relationship with my parents. Okay. Oh, it's because of my baby daddy. Oh, it's because I don't have support from the family. Oh, it's because of the job. It's like you're not seeing things from that perspective anymore. You're moving, like you're ascending. You move to new heights, okay, to where you're seeing shit from a different perspective now. And it doesn't invalidate, someone else's experience, but that's just not your level of awareness and understanding now. Okay. And then we have, if you are worried you don't have the strength to move on, think of how much strength you are using to hold on. Then redirect that energy and enjoy your life. Yeah. So that's the message that we need to know moving into this new energy here. Let's pull an affirmation. All right. Sometimes you have to start over and come back harder. Period. Baby, start over in that gym, okay? You got the membership, you haven't been going. It's time to start over in that motherfucker, okay? You was eating good and then you fell off. It's time to start over. You stopped smoking and you started back. It's time to start over. You stopped drinking and you started back. It's time to start over, okay? You was going to bed on time and then it's start over, baby. Sometimes you have to start over to come back stronger. Whatever that is for you, this week is going to feel like you starting something over. Like, damn, if I would have just stayed consistent, look how much further I be right now in this area of my life. Well, this is the reset. Okay, this is the revamp. This is your season of renewal. This is how you free yourself from all of the things that are holding you back. It's by acknowledging that the biggest thing that's holding you back is you. It's yourself. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is not triggering to you. You know it. You know you're the only thing standing in the way of you living your life abundantly. And that's why you can't surround yourself with people who want to just blame everybody else. So this week is going to feel like we're starting over, but we're going to have the strength. Okay, Leo energy. We're going to have the strength to start over and come back harder. But we also have to have the consistency, and our consistency and our dreams and our goals and our vision has to match our day-to-day life, your day-to-day routine. It's got to match up. Goldfish, baby. Goldfish 101. Underneath the bottom of the deck, we have, I set boundaries that keep me protected. Both of these cards are pink, so this is talking about self-love, okay? This is a great week for you to pour that self-love in, okay? Focus on you. Before you pour out, baby, pour into yourself. And if you got a little bit extra, okay, you can give a little bit, but make sure you're filling your cup up. Spirit wants your cup to be overflowing this week before you pour into anybody else. All right, so that's the reading. That's the message. I love y'all so much. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Let me know in the comments how this resonated with you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.